What's up, everybody? This is Oregano Sauce here. And before the video starts, I just wanted to say that I'm going to be doing a review on Outlast 2. And I am also going to be comparing with Outlast 1 and which one is better in my opinion. And I am also including the DLC for the first Outlast, Whistleblower. And so I'm going to be giving you some gameplays and why which is which, the pros and cons for each game, and including the DLC. And this will be my last gameplay of Outlast 2, unless the DLC comes out. If there is a DLC, I don't know yet. We'll see in the near future. But until then, this will be my last and final Outlast 2. I don't know if you wanted Whistleblower. I don't know if you guys do want that, or Resident Evil. Let me know down in the comments, and let's get started. So pretty much in the second Outlast, the story of the second Outlast is good. A little bit confusing because in the beginning towards the middle, or the beginning towards the end, you get so lost because you're always switching from left to right. From the school, to the swamp, to the forest. It's very hard to realize what's going on, and a lot's happening all at once. Now, the story between Outlast 1 and 2, the storylines, each one are great. I love both of the storylines, but the enemies between Outlast 1 and 2, Outlast 2 had a lot of jump scares, and even though I'm comparing with Outlast 1, even though it was normal, it was still scary because how many enemies, how many jump scares, the rush, the adrenaline you had to be, and also you have to be very quiet, small spaces, small rooms. Unlike the second one, I was mostly standing up almost the whole game. I wasn't having the same adrenaline like I did in the first one for some reason. I'm not saying the game isn't bad, I love it, but this time, when you pick normal, you actually don't get a lot of scared to it. So if you guys recommend getting it, I recommend you playing it in the not hardest difficulty, but on just hard to get that. Now, when you're comparing enemies to the first Outlast, second Outlast, you gotta think of, there was a guy who was trying to kill me in the elevator. That wasn't really pleasant. He scared the hell out of me multiple times. He even came, I don't know, in that situation, I did everything I could have to stay away from him, and eventually he died. But he was pretty hard on the normal difficulty. And also, there was that fat guy? Yeah, the fat guy, the cop. He was also bad. He was worse than the first guy, to be honest. I would never. I don't want to play Nightmare on Outlast 1. That was really bad. And thank God, what was it? Billy? His name was Billy? Yeah, Billy. If it wasn't for him, he saved me in near the end of the first Outlast. It was really bad. I was so happy when he died in the vents, or he pushed him in the vents. And then Billy, aka the Night Rider or Wall Rider, he was a pain because he was pretty much a ghost. There wasn't really much to do when it comes to him. It was really bad. It was really bad. Because in times that you will just see him walking by or even chasing you, and you have to run away. Run away because he's like a ghost. But even though in the end I did have to kill him, or I didn't even really kill him, he kind of just went inside me and dropped me like a motherfucker. But when you really think of the villains between the first Outlast, second Outlast, there wasn't really a lot of enemies. There was a few, the girl in the giant hammer, and that girl who kept touching me and licking me. What else? Like I said, there wasn't a lot, but comparing to the first one. And which one was it? But yeah, it sucked because when you were trying, in the ending of the first Outlast, you thought, if you never played it, you think that he'll make it, or at least try to, but he was limping and there was nothing you can do. And then when you open the door, you get shot, blasted. And what they least notice, or not least notice, but what they found out was you became the new wall rider, and it's crazy because that's the end. Like that was a good ending. Like you would not expect that to happen, unless like I don't know, but that was a good ending. That I give Outlast a 10 out of 10 because he came back and killed all those guys who tried to kill him. So yeah. Now there was times when you did have flashbacks in the second Outlast. You had flashbacks of a school, and you didn't know why there was a school, especially in the demo. I mean, it was a demo; they couldn't give you enough of the game. But when you started playing the game, you realize who is Jessica, and then Jessica. By the way, spoilers: Jessica is an old friend that who am I? I don't know. I forgot the guy's name, but there was nothing to do. She been touched by a father from the church or a school church, but there was nothing that you could do. And the big guy who assumed that he was a god in the whole game, you only see him twice. And when I first played it, I expected him to be chasing me or try to kill me. Especially like the fat guy from the first Outlast. He did something. But to this guy, he didn't do much. I literally see him twice in the whole game. I see pictures of him, lots of pictures of him trying to be a god. But I just see him walk in the distance, killing a woman because she wasn't good for God, I guess. And then in the end, literally in the end, you see him again, and all he does is just grabs the knife and slits his throat. Like, I thought he would have been more of a challenge, and that really disappointed me because I expected more. And he's talking about me trying to kill my daughter, I guess, who just gave birth, or my girlfriend just died and tried to give birth. I'm trying to kill my kid? No, I'm not gonna kill a kid. But I expected more from him. I really did. I mean, I expected him at least a few chases here and there. But no. And in the end, just like this first one, kind of, you're walking to the distance and finding your way out. But there's nothing there. I mean, there is, but there's nothing much to do. And then I'll let the end play, but this is the last part, the very complete last part. Your younger self, so I'm guessing he does die. And I guess he's in peace now because you're running and trying to find Jessica. Hopefully she's still alive because she's like yelling your name. And then you're behind the cafeteria trying to make out and get something. Just kidding. You find her and she's alive and healthy. But here's the thing, I don't know if he lived or died. I mean, yes, the sun exploded, but what was that? I don't know. And then pretty much in the end, you guys prayed, and then it goes to black right after that. And that's the ending of the second Outlast. My full opinion on it, I think you guys should get it. I do love it. I give it a 9.5 out of 10.